Hey everyone, welcome to AstroScoop. This is Jeff, the astrology coaching channel that does a deep dive into the planets and signs of the zodiac. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribe and comment whether you like or dislike the video and how can I improve. If you're coming back, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I also need your regular viewer comments as well. That really helps. In today's video, we're going to talk a little bit more about Sagittarius and specifically this first decade, which is right around November 24th to the 25th to December 2nd or 3rd. So I'd like to talk a little further about Sagittarius in general and folks that are born during this week. So last week we had the new moon in Sagittarius, which is when the sun and the moon conjunct and become centered and focused just in Sagittarius. And now Sagittarius's ruler Jupiter is in Pisces and it's stationed direct, so we're moving forward. So for all you Sagittarius people that are having birthdays this month, keep in mind that your ruler Jupiter is in Pisces. Pisces is quite a different energy than Sagittarius. It's mutable, so it can be restless and changeable like Sag can, but water and fire are quite different. So let's talk about that. So the Jupiter in Pisces influence is amplifying that water energy on top of the fire. So of course, water sometimes, if you look at it in terms of elements, water can put fire out, right? But it can also cool it, it can soothe it in a way. So water and fire. So let's talk about the early Sag and some more celebrities focused on the Sagittarius energy. I mentioned in my previous video several celebrities that exemplify and portray the fire of Sagittarius, and specifically the mutable restlessness and the spark of Sagittarius. And two of those in particular were Bruce Lee and Jimi Hendrix. But there's so many people in history, so many people born this week for Sagittarius that are notable. We have Bruce Paltrow, which is Gwyneth Paltrow's father, Adam Clayton Powell Jr., we have Dick Clark, which I mentioned, Louisa May Alcott, C.S. Lewis, Caroline Kennedy, John F. Kennedy Jr., Winston Churchill, Mark Twain, Monica Seles, the tennis player. In the planets right now in the sky, we have Jupiter in Pisces, which I mentioned. And of course, Sagittarius people that are having birthdays, your ruler is Jupiter in Pisces for this transit period. And then soon it will go into Aries, which is a fire sign, and it will trine your Sagittarius sun, which will be great for fortune, hopefully, and good luck. I picked a Sagittarius celebrity, but I'm not going to tell you who it is until later in the video. So stick with me, stay tuned, and I'll give you clues. Shouldn't be too hard to figure out. This is a very big celebrity from the past, and I want to talk about the person as it relates to them being a Sagittarius. So this person was a singer, a very famous singer. Here you can see the person had the sun at 19 of Sagittarius conjunct Mercury at Sagittarius. So not quite a stellium, which would be 3 or more, but a conjoining here of the ego, life force, and communications and style of presenting. Now this Sag is this person, when they were born, had Sag ruled by Jupiter in Pisces. So that's part of the reason why I picked this chart today. So this singer had the Sag ruled by Jupiter in Pisces. And what's interesting is the Sagittarius person, this person can be very reckless and can also be very extremely ardent and talented and one of a kind. And sort of that's my sense of Sagittarius people in general, is that Sagittarius has amazing potential to reach great heights, not necessarily in an ambitious way, but in a visionary and very unique way. Sagittarius energy shoots for the stars, more so than Leo or Aries. But being that it's ruled by Jupiter in Pisces, this is a little bit, calms it down a little bit, and it's also a little bit of a wet blanket, so to speak. Jupiter in Pisces gains fortune and good luck through being charitable and empathic with others. So this person had the square. So all this Sagittarius energy of fire was square the water energy here with Jupiter. So I can imagine in this person's life, and I've read some of the research about this person's backstory, was very, very restless and changeable, but also incredibly creative and full of faith. This person has or had a lot of confidence and faith in themselves. Probably a raw confidence with Jupiter, a very larger than life belief in themselves, and it was probably fostered by family. Now, the other mutable signs for this Sag, this person had the Earth, which is the opposite sign of Sag in Gemini. So every Earth planet, I don't usually talk about Earth, but in this particular case in the chart, Earth is exactly opposed the person's sun in the same degree and opposite house. And then the fourth mutable sign that Sagittarius would be involved with was Virgo, and there's no planets in Virgo here, so the Sag did not make a square to Virgo at this person's time of birth. What else is notable about this person? This person had 4 marriages, correct, 4 Hollywood marriages. And this person married an Aries, a Capricorn, an Aquarius, and a Pisces. So there doesn't seem to be, in my opinion, any pattern with this person. I think this person was universally appealing to the opposite sex and loved to be married and loved attention. Now, this person was an amazing singer but didn't know how to read music. So the person learned by ear as a teenager, had no classical training on an instrument and no classical training as a musician reading music or vocal training. So really kind of learned by ear, maybe with perfect pitch, and then developed their style over the years by working with top class and world class musicians and vocal coaches. Here's a quote. When this person talked to this person, the native said, "I will become so big that no one could ever touch me," in terms of their success. This person helped a musician called Buddy Rich, who was a drummer, during illness and money troubles. So this person had a lot of controversy in their lives, but they helped many people in a charitable way. And here we go, the Jupiter in Pisces. And the bingo is the moon in Pisces. So incredibly creative, fantastical, a strong sense of fantasy and musicality, but also a dreamer. This person was a dreamer and not always living probably a realistic or grounded life. Hence the restlessness in marriages. Another person said this person's taste in singing is impeccable. They also said this person has an unpredictable, volatile temperament when crossed with mood swings. And I'm not a clinician, but I read that this person, the singer, had mild to severe depression their entire lives. To come from humble beginnings to make it big in Hollywood, and then to deal with all of this Jupiter, all this Sag, and this Jupiter in Pisces here, and this really sensitive Pisces moon. Wow. But that's probably similar to a mood disorder, bipolar, or something like that. So I'd like to talk more about this person. I'll do a follow-up video on this person just because there's so much to talk about. But the reveal is, did you guess it? All right, so this singer is Frank Sinatra, born December 12th, 1915, and he was born in Hoboken, New Jersey. So I hope that some of my clues gave you some indication of how this man used his Sagittarius energy. Well, thank you so much. Stay tuned. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see in the winter. Until the next one, stay safe and be yourself.